Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my final Stitch Fix video of the year. So I hope you do enjoy it. This is December's box. Now, little disclaimer, I have actually opened the box. It wasn't supposed to get delivered until the 29th, but it actually came on Christmas Eve and I just couldn't wait. And I've only got around to filming the video now. So I have opened it and I've seen everything that's inside the box. So I'm not going to be as surprised as I usually am because I've seen everything. So I'm just going to show you what I got and then do a little quick try on. I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas, despite the rules and what tier and things you may have been in if you're in the UK. I still hope you had an enjoyable Christmas and hopefully you'll have a fab new year as well. Wishing you all the best for the new year. Hopefully it's better than 2020. So without further ado, I'm just going to get started. So here's the box, obviously standard Stitch Fix box. So this time round, I did ask for some specific things. So I asked for some knee-high black boots, which I asked for last month and they didn't have any. So I asked for them again, and I also asked for some sparkly things to wear New Year's Eve. Obviously not realising that we would be, well, for me anyway, I'm in tier 4, so we can't do anything on New Year's Eve. So literally me, Ruben and Nala, my little dog, are just staying in tonight. We're having a takeaway and we're going to enjoy just spending New Year's Eve together in our home. So it's going to be quite an enjoyable New Year's Eve. Obviously, I don't really need anything special to wear tonight because I'm just staying in. I did ask for some sort of sparkly jumpers and something a bit more fancy I could wear New Year's Eve. And that's exactly what my stylist has sent. I also requested a specific jumper. So if you saw my last Stitch Fix video, which was November's box, I'll link that on the screen here for you. If you haven't seen that one, go and have a look at that. There was this gorgeous Whistles tie front jumper, and I think it was £119. So I filmed the video, loved that jumper, really liked it, wanted to keep it. When I went to sort of look at the prices online, because top tip, always make sure you do that because they do price match usually. I was on the Whistles website and they had it for a lot cheaper. I think they had like 20% off, so it was only £89 or maybe 30% off, I can't really remember now. I think it was 20% off, so it was only £89, which is such a better deal. So I emailed Stitch Fix just saying, can you price match? And sent them the link to the Whistles website, and all sizes were in stock then when I sent them the email. But by the time they'd replied, they said that the medium that I received was actually out of stock, so they can't price match because it's not available in my size. So I then replied again saying, well, it was in stock when I sent you the email, and by that time I then thought, oh, they're not going to price match, I'm not going to spend £119 when I could have got it for cheaper. So I sent everything back. I didn't keep anything from my last box. It was real disappointment. And then a couple of days later they then replied saying, oh yeah, we can price match, here's some credit to your account. But I'd already sent the box back, so I didn't keep the jumper, but luckily they credited my account. Now this is like the longest story in the world, isn't it? So they have still credited my account with that money for the jumper. So I still have that money that I could have spent on the jumper, but obviously now I haven't got the jumper. So they did say they'd try and send it to me again this month. So they did say they'd try and send it again to me this month, but again, they didn't send it because it's out of stock. So it's all a bit of a fail really, but I can't fault Stitch Fix's customer service. They are great. Unfortunately, if they would have just said that yes, they could price match me on that first email, I would have kept the jumper rather than going sort of to and fro. But they have sent me some lovely jumpers I haven't tried anything on yet. So if I just show you my bundle, they've definitely taken on board my comments for some sort of glittery items. So now this jumper I absolutely love. It's a Little Whistles green jumper and it's got sort of little sparkly bits in. I do love this. It's a super thin knitted jumper. Really, really cute. And I love the back actually, and down the back it's got like a little sort of holy stripe design all the way down the back. So it's super thin, so it'd be great for layering, but I just hit my head with the tag. It looks quite small actually, so I'm not sure if this is going to fit me, but this looks really promising. They sent me a size 12, but it does look very small. So I'm going to try that one on and see what that looks like, but that I do really like. So the next jumper they sent me was this grey one. And this is quite similar to the Whistles one. It's like that, just this plain grey jumper. This is by a brand called Samso. If I just show you the label there. It's by a brand called Samso. I've not heard of this brand before. It's like a woolen type material. I'm going to sort of see if that's actual wool, this jumper. Let's have a look at the label. What does it say here? Polyester, wool and alpaca as well. So it's like an alpaca wool blend. So that's quite a nice jumper. I will have to see what that one looks like. Oh, it's very similar to the Whistles one I liked, so that's definitely promising as well. So the next item is this dress. Now, I'm not sure what pattern this is. Like, it's not leopard print, but it's kind of like a spotty Dalmatian-y print type dress. It's got 3/4 length fluted sleeves and it's a midi dress, and it's also got a belt and it's got buttons that all go down the middle. Now I'm not showing you this very well at all, but hopefully you'll be able to see what it looks like on better when I try it on in a second. But this is definitely very promising, and I like that it's a V-neck as well, which normally suit me better This is by the brand called Object. Again, not a brand I've heard of before. I've seen the price. This is £50 if any of you want to know already. Normally I go through the invoice at the end, but this has still got the price tag on, so I'm looking forward to trying that one on. And the next little top is from Mint Velvet, and this is a pink glittery short-sleeved kind of sweatshirt, but it's not like a jumpery material, and it's got like a white lining inside, and it's got a tie back. Now this is not something I would wear typically. I'm going to try one just to see what it looks like on. But it's like a sort of chainy mail type looking material. I'm really not, I'm definitely out of practice with filming these videos. I haven't filmed a video in a couple of weeks now, but I'm not quite sure how I feel about this. And then the final piece is very bizarre. It's this little All Saints t-shirt, although I don't really know if I could call it a t-shirt because it is so see-through. It's literally like the most see-throughest thing I've ever seen in my life. So there's not much to it, if I'm honest. Again, this isn't something I would feel comfortable wearing. I don't even know how you'd wear it. I guess this is kind of the top you'd wear if you like had a pretty like little bralette underneath, but I just don't have the figure to pull off something like this. So it's a nice idea, but it's not something I could wear, and I don't have the confidence to wear this either. And I can imagine this is really expensive. Yeah, this is £58, and literally there's like nothing to it. There's not even barely any material here. So I don't know how they can justify charging £58 for this because there's barely anything to it. But it is glittery, I'll give them that. It's kind of what I asked for. High neck. I'm probably not going to try this on because I've got nothing to put underneath it, and I don't want to flash you all. Although that might get me a few more views, but I don't really want to do that. So I'm probably not going to try this one on, but I'll try all the others on for you, so hopefully you don't mind that I'm going to skip trying this one on. So that is everything that was in my box this month. They definitely stuck to kind of what I asked for, but it's not kind of wowed me. So I'm going to try everything on now, and I'm going to run you through the invoice and what my stylist said later, because I haven't actually looked at the invoice nor what the stylist has said. So I'm going to try everything on now. So the first item I've got on is the Little Whistles green sparkly t-shirt slash jumper. I think it's more of a t-shirt material actually, because it's very, very thin neck jumper. I don't know how I feel about this. I do quite like it, but then I think it's maybe slightly tight as well. It's definitely the kind of material that clings to everything, so I'm not probably sure it's my most favourite thing in the world. And I can imagine this is going to be on the pricier side because it's from Whistles. So next up we have this Samso Grey Marl Little Alpaca Wool Blend Jumper. It's quite an itchy material. I'm kind of finding it quite itchy on the arms, but it's quite a nice shape. It's kind of a standard jumper sort of style. It's a bit tighter on the waistband, so as I have it now I can kind of pull it up a little bit, so it looks like I've kind of tucked it in. I do like this actually, apart from it's slightly itchy. So we'll have to just see. Let me know what you think of this one. I think I prefer the Whistles one from last month, so I'm a bit annoyed that I can't get that one anymore, but this is what the grey little jumper looks like. Next up we then have the Mint Velvet little sparkly t-shirt. Now this actually has surprised me because it actually looks a lot better on than it did like off the hanger. I actually do like the back of this. It's got like a little tie, which I haven't probably tied up very well. But actually this is quite cute. It's not, I mean, it's not my style at all, but I can appreciate that it's actually quite a pretty little top. Although I've got the loops hanging out there. That was definitely a surprising one actually. I do like this more than I thought I would. Yeah, so we'll see about this one. You have to let me know what you think. And last but not least we have the little dress from Object. So I don't think this pattern is the most flattering on me, but this is what it looks like. It's got the little slits in the sleeves, got the tie bit here, and it falls just below sort of mid-calf. So it falls sort of mid-calf length. Obviously these shoes do not go at all, but I can't find any black boots for some reason. So I just thought I'd quickly whip these boots on just so I can show you with some shoes on. But this is the dress. I don't know how I feel about this one actually. I'm not sure what I feel about this one. I just don't think it's a very flattering shape on me at all. So I'm just going to keep this dress on quickly just for the last part of this video because I can't really be bothered to change back into what I had on. So I'm going to read you what my Stitch Fix stylist said. Okay, so it's a different stylist this month, which may explain why it's not really to my taste. My stylist is called Verity, and she says, "Happy Fix Day, Hannah. I'm sorry to see your last box wasn't a success. I hope today we can get you back on track and find some items you loved. We unfortunately don't currently have any knee-high boots in stock, but I was able to find some pops of sparkle that I hope you're going to love. We unfortunately didn't have the Whistles jumper in stock, but I found this similar dark grey styled for you to try from Samso at a lower price point too. Now go tear into that box and have fun trying everything on. If we don't catch you before, then have a fantastic Christmas, but for now, happy styling. I don't know why I should suggest wearing that All Saints top under this, because I just don't think that would work at all. So obviously I have a different stylist, so maybe that's why the box wasn't quite to my taste, because my other stylist, Emily, she did such a good job, and I thought she kind of knew me. We'd kind of built up this rapport. I feel like Emily knows me really well. So I hope Emily's just on holiday and she's going to be coming back. But for now, let's just run through the prices. So the mint velvet rose gold metallic top was £69, so that's a lot of money for that. I won't be keeping that. The Samso jumper was a size medium, that was £90. Again, I just don't think it's worth £90. The Whistles little sparkle knit jumper is £69, and that was cute actually. That was probably one of the things I would keep out of everything, but again, I'd probably need a bigger size. The All Saints metallic top was £59. I didn't even bother trying that on. I'm not going to keep that one. And the Object 3/4 shirt dress, which I've got on now, was £50. I actually think that's a really good price for this. I just don't think the pattern suits me. So my box subtotal is £337. If I bought everything, I'd get a £67.40 discount, which would take my order subtotal down to £269.60. And then you take off your £10 styling fee. So I've got mixed views about this box. It wasn't my favourite at all. I think mainly because it was a different stylist. I really want Emily back. Hopefully I can request Emily for my next box. Let me know what you think of this box, if I should keep anything. I don't think I'm going to be keeping anything actually, so that's going to be the second box in a row that I haven't kept anything. So I think I have to keep trying it. I love doing these videos. I love seeing kind of what they send me each month. But for the past couple of months, I just haven't really enjoyed much in my box, but hopefully that will change. So I hope you like this video. If you do watch it, let me know what you thought of my picks this month. Did you think my stylist Verity did a good job, or do you think we need to get Emily back? Did you receive any of the same items in your box? Do let me know. And I hope you'll join me for next month's Stitch Fix unboxing. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely new year, and I will see you soon. Bye.